Hey there guys, it's Metro, and today we're back with another update. I just made one 2-3 days ago now, but I just want to let everybody know about this, kind of like a send-off to Hellground or whatever, and talk about maybe the future again, quote unquote future. We did just talk about the future, so we'll talk about it again, but regardless, everything that was said in the previous video regarding scheduling and stuff still applies, okay? Yeah, the NCAA tournament's still happening this weekend, and regardless, so yeah, let's talk about Hellground first, okay? Let's just start with that. The server we were playing on, the TBC Realm that I'd started a guild on, had almost 200 plus viewers in the guild, unique viewers in the guild, is no longer a server. They apparently got shut down by Blizzard. There's a lot of discussion on whether or not this is true. I've seen some people say, like, you have to be an idiot to believe it is true, and I don't really understand your position. Like, the way I look at it is, why would they just shut down randomly, you know? What makes you think they just don't want to make a server anymore out of nowhere? So if you really don't think Blizzard shut them down, tell me a little bit about why they shut down then, because I don't really understand it. I guess you would say that they're incompetent and they just couldn't handle it, but they ran a server for what, years, I'm pretty sure, prior to the relaunch here. And frankly, I think it makes a lot more sense that Blizzard just got on board. Like, I think they really do care about TBC. They even say this in like interviews and stuff about Legacy. Like, they look at TBC as when the game started. Like, they look at Classic as this, like, redheaded stepchild. Not that I don't like redheads, by the way, guys. But anyway, they look at this as it's just, like, some inferior product, and then TBC is where the game started, like, where it actually became a real game. So I kind of, like, I don't think that makes much sense to transfer into their legal position as well, but I kind of think it does. Like, it seems like TBC realms are way more likely to not succeed than Classic realms. Because if they did care about it, Elysium would be, yeah, getting bashed, the doors bashed in. But anyway, that server is no longer a server. So you know what happened there was we started a guild. I was really fucking excited about it, honestly, guys. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was so cool just to be able to play with some of you guys. I've been streaming to, you know, a good 200, I guess, unique individuals for a while now. Some of you guys are, like, you know, a little bit more serious about the game than others, but regardless, it looked like a good opportunity since it was going to be a 2x realm to get everybody to 70, do some, you know, some ERP and Goldshire, and that'll be that. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, yeah, it looked like it was going to be a good opportunity, and then it shut down. So, I mean, I don't know how to recover from that, to be honest. I talked about it a bit in the Discord, told people how I feel about it, but I figure I'll make a video on it too, get my thoughts out here. It sucks. It really fucking sucks. And it shouldn't suck as bad as it does. I think that's the problem. Like, I shouldn't be as upset about this as I am. And I just don't really know how to counteract it. Frankly, I'm just Frankly, I'm just deflated by this. Like, absolutely beaten by this. I spent a lot of time on that guild. We set up a Discord. We set up a lot of things that were specific to the guild. I started thinking about strategies. I started doing a lot of spec like related things, and frankly the biggest thing that sucks about it is that I really fell in love with TBC again. I forgot how much I actually like TBC, and the future could involve Classic again, obviously, but it's like going back to Paladin in this state and other classes in the state that they're in Classic. It's just like, it feels like I just want to rip my hands off, you know, and just slap myself in the face or something. I don't know, that's weird, but anyway, I don't know. It's hard to do. It's fucking hard to do, man. I tried logging on here today just to fuck around, and it's like, oh boy, it's fucking hard, man. It really is fucking hard. Even though I was only like I basically had just gotten to 70 and the server shut down. So I had just gotten wings, just gotten max ranks of spells, just gotten some good gear. Server's gone. So I really hadn't done anything at 70, but I already got used to the changes in consecration, changes in like the talents and all that stuff. It's not to say that I don't enjoy Classic still. There's a lot about Classic that I do still enjoy, but so let's talk about the future of potentially TBC and the guild. Okay. So a lot of people have already gone to other servers, and I'm sure some of you will comment below saying, "Oh my God, we've moved on. We're on this server. We're doing this. This guy's doing this." No offense, guys. None intended, okay? But I'm not gonna just play, like, I'm not just gonna hop servers because a few of you are playing somewhere else, okay? I enjoyed playing with you guys, but the main reason that anything happened the way it did was because we all unified around this, on the server we were on, Hellground. Not on this server, it's Anathema, but we all unified around that server, and everybody rallied around me. And, you know, obviously I'm the center of attention there, and whatever, maybe it's selfish, but yeah, I'm not really looking to start over, and I'm not really looking to kind of just go hop from server to server. So the future for the guild, quote unquote, and TBC is that unless that server comes back, that's probably that. So now I've heard about Hellfire. Now that's the server I thought I was playing on. About 3 weeks ago, when people were like, "Are you going to check out Hellground's relaunch?" I thought they were talking about Hellfire. I actually have characters there on that set, on the realm with like 70s or whatever. I don't remember how geared they are, frankly. I might log on and check it out at some point. But they said they're relaunching a new server, so I don't know if they're basically doing what Hellground did. Maybe I'll consider it. Maybe I'll fucking consider it, because I think it's instant 60, right? You don't have to fucking level, and that's one of the biggest things that I hated about Hellground. I just cannot stand leveling, guys. I can't do it anymore. I'm just so done with it. I have to do it on my own terms, and that is not doing it on my own terms. So I can consider it. I will. If you guys really, really want me to, I can consider it. Especially since it's instant 60, we'll immediately be able to start doing stuff together. I think that would it's probably going to be difficult to get stuff done. I think like 2x 60 to 70 is actually way better than instant 60. But regardless, I think it takes less time to go from 60 to 70, even at 1x. I just don't know. It's a bit tougher. You're gonna have to spend a lot more time in some zones. But yeah, at least then you'd be able to immediately get going with some dungeons and stuff. Like, it would be a lot more. But it's just like thinking about starting over just makes me want to fucking not. You know what I mean? It just makes me want to not. So I don't know, man. I'm really beaten up by this. It's so shitty. It's fucking nonsense, dude. And frankly, guys, this is the reason that I hate private servers. I have covered and played private servers, mostly Elysium and now Hellground, for about, it was December, right? So we're talking about like 3 months now. It's really not that long. But in these 3 months, I have gone through more of an emotional roller coaster than I've gone through in 8 years in Legion, all right, in live World of Warcraft. And the reason that fucking is because in a video game that you pay for, that actually is operated by a company, you're not gonna fucking lose your characters. Do you understand this? So in the Stars, these characters, the character I'm on right now was created 2 fucking years ago, okay? On a server that doesn't exist anymore and was taken by another group. So it's like, I don't have time for this, man. I just don't. I don't fucking care about it enough for me to like, oh, let's go to this server now. Let's go to this server. Let's go to this server. I feel like I'm a 90-year-old guy. I just don't fucking have the passion or the energy for this shit anymore. I love the video game. The game is amazing, but it's not good enough to make me re-roll and worry about characters being deleted or characters being invalidated 2 months later. Like, think about what we're talking about here, right? 3 months ago, this realm was a fucking smash. It was a hit. It was the biggest thing on the internet. Now there's 3K people on it. You understand? And the road that has gotten us here has been one of just absolute absurdity. And then Hellground, 2 weeks ago, if you told me that Hellground wasn't anything but the most fun I could ever have on the game, and it would be amazing, we had this guild, everything was going so well, I'd be like, you're an idiot. What are you talking about? And now the server's gone. So tell me why I should even still be playing private servers. You know what I mean? Especially with this poor, like, so TBC is just a superior version of the video game to me. And I realized that when I started playing on Hellground. And that's one of the reasons that I'm going to struggle to get back into Classic. I will do it. I promise you this. I have not quit Elysium, okay? As many people have asked. I have still logged on here occasionally and done some things, but very, very seldomly. And frankly, I just don't really care about it right now. If anything, I could see myself maybe taking another look at the actual Elysium server. If I can get my character to 60 before Dire Maul opens, which I think is supposed to be in April, and the server doesn't continue to suck cocks, then maybe I could find myself some interest in playing here again. I would love to play these characters, but Anathema just seems like such a fucking shit fest at this point. It seems like it's down every other day as well. I've been following the news, and it's just a mess. But so yeah, I don't know. In terms of TBC, I would really have preferred to play there. If there is a good option, okay, I'll keep my eye on it. All right, I'll keep my eye on it. If there's a good option, we'll consider it. The Hellfire relaunch thing. Can anybody tell me about that? Can you guys tell me about that? Is there a date? What's happening? Are they gonna actually have fucking? Is it gonna be a shit fest? You know, because the Hellground was awesome, but the DDoS was unbearable. Frankly, it made me basically not care, and it made me not even want to level anymore because it was like, fuck, I just want to be 70. I could have been 70 by now so easily. So yeah, that sucked dick. And then the server was all kinds of unstable on the weekend, and then the cap, and then the queue, and all this nonsense. So if that same thing happens again, I think I'm just done. I really do. Unless there's a situation where I could just fucking log on whenever I fucking want to log on without problems and play there with people who I want to play with, which is you guys, then I just have no point. There's just no point. It's too much effort to keep leveling characters on new realms just because, oh, it's the new hype thing to do. So I'm not going to do that unless I'm sure that there's going to be a profit to be gained from it. So yes, Hellfire, maybe. The gummy thing, people talk about this all the time. I don't think this is a fucking server, guys. I really don't, okay? Prove to me that it's a fucking thing, and then when it is and it's out, I will play there, maybe. Same thing with Crestfall or whatever. Like, what the fuck are these things have been projects for years now, okay, and they're not playable. So yeah, anyway, prove to me that they're real, and we'll talk about them. But as of right now, I'm just toast. I'm just done here with private servers. I really am. I could see myself playing a little bit of Classic, like I said, maybe leveling on Elysium, or just kind of fucking around. Kind of back to the situation where I was at when, you know, I'd left the guild situation. Now I can just level. Still have the mage on Duroshire, but, you know, basically I tasted heaven. I tasted glory. Everything that I always wanted from streaming, I had. I had a very fun version of the game as well. TBC, way more fun for me than Classic, especially as a paladin. And I had 200 plus people in a guild. They were all not only engaged in the guild, the game, but also in the community. We had not 200 people, but a good 40, 50 people in the Discord, somewhat actively, not necessarily all speaking or typing, but they were there checking messages, and that was fucking awesome. So if I was going to play a video game on stream again, I would want that to be part of it, and it's not possible on Classic. It's just not possible. Everybody's spread out. There's fucking 4 realms here still, even though there's probably less population on all 4 realms total than there was on Nostalrius PvP period, like 2 years ago. So that's not helping anybody. And then there's of course 8 faction options across the 4 realms, obviously 2 on each. So yeah, I don't think most people are playing together. You know, if I try to do that exact same thing, I can probably scrounge maybe 20 people together. We could do ZG and that would be that. But yeah, I just don't think it's gonna happen. So I think I'm done with Classic, trying to do that. At least that is a big reason why I wouldn't enjoy streaming Classic again, because like I said, I've tasted greatness. So the future is bleak, unfortunately, guys. But what I am going to be doing is really focusing on Legion. I cannot describe to you how much fun I have in Legion. If you guys don't play it, I understand. You know, not everybody likes it, but I don't know. I think if you've played World of Warcraft for years, you will understand why Legion is the best incarnation of World of Warcraft. It's everything that's good about TBC and you know, earlier expansions. It's obviously a lot different. The pace of play and the way the game has evolved is very it's significant. So it's not the same game. If you're only interested in the really slow pace of the game in Classic, then that's where you're only going to find it. But if you're interested in actually pushing your character and being competitive, then I think Legion is just objectively better than every other version of the game right now. So I'm just going to play Legion a lot more right now. And it's not necessarily because I don't enjoy private servers, like, well, Classic, but it's just because I don't enjoy private servers. And they have fucked me so unbelievably hard. They've given me and they've given and taken so much from me. It's unbelievable. So I'm just done for now. So yeah, check out One Legion. I've already started to upload more. I recorded 2 videos in the last 2 days, so that should really fucking say something. I basically haven't recorded a Legion video in almost a month now, besides the tier list, so that should really fucking say something. I already have more time for that, and honestly, I'm in trouble real life, IRL, like not in like impending trouble, but I've just really fucked up. I've really let things go poorly in real life and in other responsibilities outside of like stream related responsibilities. So it's time to take care of those. Now, in terms of the channel, I just a quick aside here. I really have been really interested in Breath of the Wild. If you guys haven't seen Breath of the Wild, the new Zelda game, I look at that game as the best things of like The Witcher and Skyrim, and then Dark Souls, and then the Zelda franchises. The combat is actually quite intricate. It's not very difficult compared to Dark Souls, but there's a lot of skill involved in the combat. The crafting and like the potions and cooking and all these things remind me a lot of Skyrim and The Witcher to some degree. The open world feels very much like Skyrim. Feels like kind of like WoW too in some degrees. Like there's stuff hidden everywhere. So I think I'm gonna fucking play that, and the reason I'm saying it is because there's some emulation happening around the game, some very successful emulation. In fact, on April 2nd, they're gonna release a build for the game's currently playable right now, but there's a lot of big bugs with it. It's basically only like half working, and there's no collision, so you can't swim, you can't use 2 of the stasis, like the magnetic and the time stop one just don't work. There's no grass, some big issues. And then it takes up fucking 15 gig of RAM because the sliders or the shaders or whatever they're called are like so voluminous that anyway, it's very difficult to play right now. But I could see myself playing that. So I think it's one of the best. Just from what I've seen and played, I can easily say this is one of the best RPGs ever created. The Zelda games are usually amazing. They're usually instant hits, but this is even better than that. It's basically like a world. Like a huge world RPG, and the older Zelda games didn't have the tech for that, so it's no surprising this one's just kind of trumped that. But I think I'm gonna fucking play it on the channel. So I don't know. I can't guarantee anything. This new build is coming out April 2nd, which is I think a Sunday, so we might check that out. But everything else that I said still applies here. I still need to take care of some things IRL, and I need to focus more on Legion. So one way or the other, if you're interested in me as a personality, I would greatly appreciate your support on One Legion TV. That's the name of the channel. You can find it. I'll put it in the description or something, I guess, but it should be easy to find. So I will be uploading and recording videos for that channel more frequently now, and I will definitely be streaming there. Not regularly, but I'll be streaming. Basically, streaming's awesome now, especially on YouTube, because it translates into VODs on the channel. But I could do a lot more with actual videos. I could get somewhere with actual videos. Streaming is awesome. It's a lot of fun. It's more fun, but I can't really grow a channel with streaming. It's just not really possible on Live WoW. So we're going to be focusing mostly on videos there, but I'll stream some too. So anyway, that's chapter 9 of the private server saga that continues to unfold. I'm sure at some point we will be playing TBC together again. I just need to get the passion back, and it might be a while. But like I said, tell me everything you know about Hellfire. Tell me everything you know about... I'm not playing on Vengeance. I'm not playing on any other server. I'm not playing anytime soon, okay? If these servers come out in maybe 2-3 weeks, or there's some option in 2-3 weeks that everybody is gung-ho about, we could try again. But... it's like basically like I basically met a girl, got married, had a child, and broke up all in 3 weeks. You understand? Like, it went through this huge range of emotions. The day I started there, I didn't think anybody was going to be interested in the guild. We immediately made some friendships, immediately made some big strides as a guild, rapidly escalated to this huge level. Everybody was so excited, everybody was leveling, everybody was having fun. And then she said she wants a divorce. That's how it feels. It's like, oh, I just can't fucking do it, man. I can't do it all over again in this short of a period of time. I need some refractory periods. So anyway, thanks for watching. As always, I really do appreciate you guys. But unfortunately, I can't say much else. So we'll see you guys hopefully in the future. Like I said, I don't know when the next time I'm going to upload on this channel is. I'm still in that Discord, so if you guys are in there, I'll talk to you there. But Otherwise, see you guys hopefully on another video coming soon. But otherwise, maybe one Legion. Okay. Thanks for being all there. Either way, everybody, you guys have been awesome.